Welcome to the Weekends with Bernie podcast. I'm Tom Everett Scott, taking you on a father and son journey through a season of fantasy football. Bernie Gallagher is a retired sports reporter and bartender, teaming up with his son, Jason, a composer in Los Angeles. They will attempt to conquer the league I created. They will have to overcome injuries, trash talk, heartbreaking loss, and that's just between the two of them. Join us as we talk fathers and football on Weekends with Bernie. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of our podcast.
This should go right in the middle of the podcast.
And our guest today is the amazing, the one and only Steve Zahn. Hi Steve, welcome.
How you doing?
Great.
Steve put on a Cleveland Guardians hat, right?
What?
Is that a hat?
No.
What does that hat say? Is that a Canadians hat? No,
Triple
Twin
A?
Cities.
Twin
Twins.
Cities.
I know.
Twins,
You're a
buddy.
Minnesota
Come on.
guy. I just can't. My eyeballs are so bad right now.
I bought this because my buddy's a Cincinnati Reds fan, and I went on eBay. This is the stuff you do during a strike. And then I went on eBay. I was like, hey, I want to get the old school helmet. When I was a kid, I used to go to the Met. And like half the reason to go was to get another helmet.
Absolutely.
This
And that's
is my original helmet because it busted playing hot box.
Oh.
Like, I super glued it together.
right. That's one of those classic like
This
batting
is
helmets.
This is like 76.
Yep. Not protecting a single brain with that.
No. And then and now they just serve ice cream in the little guys.
Yeah,
But,
we used to get those when I was a kid. That was why you get ice cream.
Anyway, this is baseball talk. But
Ice
anyway,
cream in the that's okay. We're talking
I got
sports.
it from my buddy who's a Reds fan. We went to the game, and I had and we're gonna go to another game on the 20 whatever. The Twins are playing Cincinnati, so
That'll be fun. That's great. So I mean, this is why you are a perfect guest for this, even if you don't play fantasy football, is that you grew up around and continue to love sports, right?
I love sports. Yeah, I'm a huge. Where's my?
You live in Kentucky.
Where's it going?
You
Is there a rat?
attend University of Kentucky sports regularly, right?
Yes, I'm a Wildcat fan. I'm
You're kind of like the mascot, aren't you?
I do some things. You can look up like my involvement. I'll do like videos and stuff for the football team.
Right. Don't you look like their athletic director or something?
Well, no, I was there. I looked like their offensive coordinator last year, but he got the chop. He got the chop. He's out.
All right. Well, it's a business.
And so, yeah, it is. And so he came in and I looked just like him. So
Right.
what I did for a whole day is we did this kind of ESPN kind of where he calls me into his office and he's like, hey, I got a lot of stuff to do today. I'm like, all right, I got you. Don't worry about it. And then and no one knew. It was great. And I just
Really?
walked
No one
around.
knew?
No, so I got his glasses and I walked around. I was I was just walking around with the guys.
What would you
guys
say?
were
What would
like
you?
eating their food and stuff. And I'm like, hey, are you offense or defense? It's like offense. I'm like, not today. You're defense today.
So
I was
these
like,
guys
full
didn't
pad.
know.
No pads. Practice. No pads.
No, that's full contact.
Oh, that's fun.
was-
And where did
it
they
was
put
fun.
where did they show this on like the university like website
Yeah,
or?
and they do it on there, and then
Oh, it's so funny.
and
They
then
love.
when he started getting crap during the year,
Yeah.
it was like, what is Zahn on the sidelines calling the
Yeah.
plays?
Right.
Oh man. Get Zahn in here. He was better.
Maybe he's better. Anyway,
Oh, dude, that's funny. All right, and
So we're not talking just fantasy football here.
No.
That's the point. We're
and part
talking.
of the reason, like, if we had like a retro like fantasy football, like, and we were doing like like 1978, 79, NFL, I would know everybody's name. I would
Well,
know everybody's stat.
At the end of the 80s, my dad and I were on this is 35 years later, we're on another team. We had a team together. He managed a restaurant and he used to Jeff Hostetler, we had all those guys, and he was typing up all the stats every week and posting them at the restaurant. There was no computers or internet or anything.
Right.
He was going to the box score in the paper,
That's great.
figuring out who's winning. So that's the callback is like he's the original fantasy football
Yeah,
guy,
that's crazy.
which was amazing.
Did you ever do sports stuff with your dad in Minnesota? Would he go to your games? You played football high school.
Oh yeah. He came to all my games. My mom and dad were great about that. They didn't miss. Like my dad wouldn't do a wedding, or he wouldn't do a funeral.
He would skip your dad was a pastor.
Yeah.
Reverend.
He'd go like, sorry, there's an away game.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it
What
was his
position?
rule.
What position did you play? Where
I was at cornerback, and then
Right cornerback.
I returned punts and kicks.
Of course you did.
Whoa, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That to me seems like the scariest job.
It was. Punts are bad. Kicks are easy.
Did you ever take a really hard hit?
Oh God, yeah. One time
Look at you.
I fumbled twice the first game I ever played. And the coach was like, all right, dude, you're done. One more fumble and you're done. So I couldn't coordinate a fair catch and catching it.
Oh,
That seems impossible.
And my brain wouldn't let me do it.
Right.
right.
Like because I was like, well, wait a little bit. And then it was like, oh God. So then what I did was I just caught everything, no matter what. regardless.
And then you just get this clobber.
People thought it was badass, but I wasn't. I was just pure. I was terrible.
You just didn't want to fumble. You just
So anyway, and one time I got hit, and a dude hit me right here, and I remember coming to, and there was just snot in my guard.
oh,
Like I like that.
He knocked the snot right out of your face.
he did.
Exactly. And then I got up and I started walking to the wrong side, and the ref had to turn
Oh
me.
yeah.
Yeah. And then that guy was on the ground. He was out.
Oh no. And like no one checked for concussions.
Yeah, this is pre-concussions. You didn't get concussions back then. It's a new condition. And so he was so mad at me during the game. He was so embarrassed that he literally tried to kill me.
Oh God.
Like every time they punted.
Oh God.
And he was easy to juke.
Because he was dizzy and concussed.
No, he was so pissed. That's why. He was like,
'cause he was blind with rage.
and then you get more mad. But we had good times.
Football. And do you do stuff with Henry, your son Henry, and you guys do? You could co-manage a fantasy football team with Henry. That would be fun.
No, he doesn't watch the football.
What is he into? Is he did you guys come up playing sports together?
Henry was an all-state lacrosse player. I mean, Henry was killer.
Colleges were looking at him for that.
Yeah, he was going to go, possibly play in a smaller school, whatever. And then he totally bagged that idea. But yeah, we love lacrosse. I love lacrosse. So that's one thing we watch, like the NCAA tournament. We'll watch that all day. Yeah. Also, like the Masters.
Yeah.
No, he's a big golfer.
Really?
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Bernie loves golf.
Okay, he was really, I don't know, out of the blue, Henry bought 3 clubs. And we live on a farm, so he would come out and he would, to have dinner with his girlfriend, and he's out there for like an hour and a half, and he used to just shoot lacrosse balls. But
maybe it's got that same eye-hand coordination thing, lacrosse,
I don't know.
golf.
I don't know.
You guys had some crazy setup in your house. You have this like walled-in little garden, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the lacrosse practice.
Yeah, it's this weird. The people that lived there before us had money to just burn, and they built this like 12-foot high brick walled in. You know what I might do? I might put in bocce ball.
Great idea.
Yeah,
like a clay. There's a fountain in the middle. It's stupid. I just want to get rid of everything in there. It's just so dumb. There's like a statue of Bacchus.
Oh, it's like an Italian courtyard or something?
Bacchus, the god of wine?
And then what's his girlfriend's name? The wine gal?
Sheila.
No. My Sharona.
No, it's Bacchus and Bernie.
I have no clue.
Dad, that is something you would know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's old school stuff.
Yeah.
It's Greek or
Like
Greek
Bacchus,
mythology?
He grew up with Bacchus.
It sounds like a
Didn't you?
skin disease.
Skin disease.
Anyway,
You drank too much wine. You got
go in there.
Bacchus.
We called it the lacrosse dojo, and he would go in there, and there were three nets, and I put a light up, and he would just shoot.
That's awesome.
Oh man, so cool.
You have this thing about buying or living in these unique places, don't you?
Yeah.
I remember the one you had on the border of Pennsylvania and Jersey, like in the Delaware Water Gap.
Yeah.
Remember that? I remember walking out on this massive balcony patio and overlooking your pool and all the area. It sort of reminded me of an old film I had seen about the Bavarian summer house that Hitler had.
Like Hitler.
Yeah. You ever see those
It
films?
was like the Bergdorf, right?
Yeah,
Like
Bergdorf. Exactly. That was the name of it.
Yeah, that's what we modeled it after.
Yeah.
You're big fans.
it
He's
was
a big
beautiful.
fan.
Yeah, you got his architect. You were like, I really like what you did.
Yeah, I love the deck. Don't like the guy.
None of the politics.
The deck is great. No,
I mean, that's like the country part of
For
Jersey.
context, Steve lived about an hour away from New York City. We used to drive out there, have
It was so
Thanksgiving
fun.
there, and on Thanksgiving we'd play football. We would you would line off the yard.
yeah, we limed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the chalk, and
mow the hay, and then one year we had some visitors. We had some bystanders.
The
that came
Bears.
out of the woods. We had bears.
The Bears.
The bear, not the football bears.
We were in the middle of playing touch football, and we looked over, and there was like a family of bears watching
Yeah,
us.
Bears watching us.
No, you've had some great places. That's true, and I think we have a lot of great memories being out there.
Yeah, that was the peanut butter parfait.
Yes, peanut butter parfait. That's true. That was one of those things that, like, you had all this land, you had this beautiful pool, you had all these great things, but we would just get in the car and drive to Dairy Queen and get dessert.
And then we would put it in the fridge, and we'd go like, "Oh, it's 3:00 in the morning. We're
3 o'clock
playing
in the morning.
Goldeneye. Playing Goldeneye."
Yes, super high, Goldeneye, leftover.
Yeah, in
Dairy
case
Queen.
the audience couldn't figure out, we were also stoned.
And that video,
And like 18 Bud Lights in it.
the video I have of you
Yeah,
in the basement
fantastic.
coming in and going like,
Hilarious footage. You're right, young and stupid. You said it.
it was so dumb. And then we would remember
Funny
we
though.
had a night of meat.
Night of meat. We had
Night of
several
meat.
celebrations with
We
meat.
just
Yeah,
cooked meat over a fire, and that's all we ate.
truly.
No bread, no greens, just
Nope.
meat.
Just me. Shit, that's the only place I've ever shot a shotgun. We shot skeet.
Yeah,
1 year.
That's
Mhm.
key.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
Well, I mean, one time, certainly it wasn't at your house, but it was at Bernie's place of work. You drove me to Bernie's bar so that I could ask for my wife's hand in marriage, Jenny's
Oh,
hand in
yeah.
marriage.
And I wouldn't have noticed Steve, except for you asked me to step outside. You were going to do this thing, and as I looked across the street, there's this guy in his car, squinched down.
What kind of
Like
car?
he's trying to. I can't remember the
Remember, it
car.
was a '64 Chevelle, right?
But it was squinched down in the seat, trying to hide.
Why were you trying to hide,
He
Steve?
didn't. He thought something embarrassing was going to happen. Like I would say no. You know, like
You did say no.
I wanted
No,
that.
you-
I
you
didn't
came up
want
with
to
the dowry.
moment.
You didn't want to be involved in the moment.
Right.
That was
Yeah,
respectful.
you know.
That was cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I like to be sneaky. I'm sneaky all the time.
You're too sneaky. If he had
Like
seen
when I
you,
go
he would-
grocery shopping, I sneak around.
Just everywhere. You sneak everywhere. Who's that guy by the bananas? Yes,
I
you
can
may
go
have
to
my
aisles
wife.
with other people. It takes me a long time to shop,
but it's fun. But you're having fun.
especially with this beard.
Yeah, I've never seen that size beard on you. That is the largest beard you've ever.
Oh,
had.
this is by far the longest, biggest beard I've ever had.
I mean, when you shot the movie Little Dieter with Christian Bale, where you guys played
Rescue
POW,
Dawn? Yeah,
yeah, Rescue Dawn.
It
You
wasn't
were
this long.
no,
It was shorter than this. But
I
I
ask you?
grew it in
Go-
the same way. Like I just grew it. I didn't trim anything.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
has
looks
that
like that.
similar vibe. Can I
Yeah.
just ask you a quick question about that film? It's something I repeat to actors on sets. I always tell people how Werner Herzog wanted you to lay in the swamp while the crew got lunch. Is that true that he did that
Um,
so that
we
you could be in it?
Yeah, there was a couple moments of where we were shackled together he just while they were changing lights and we just stayed shackled, like laying on the ground. You just don't know what he's going to do next. I mean, honestly, it could be a fucking butterfly could fly through the set and he's gone for 2 hours with Peter, and the camera and like,
Butterflies.
seriously, just insane shit.
Butterfly.
It's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly. I
It's
enjoy the
important.
butterflies and your Bergdorf home, Steve.
I could see it in his soul.
It was insane. It was great. We fell asleep once on this. We were so tired. We were sitting next to this river, like both me and Christian. And then we came to, and there was a camera.
Wow. Well, that movie was incredible, and if no one knows it, it's called Rescue Dawn, and it was with Steve and Christian Bale, and they played POWs. And
Let's see a clip.
Vietnam
Can
War.
we see a clip?
We're gonna go to a clip.
No,
right
we
here.
can't. We
Explain
can't
this
see a
clip.
Is there a clip? You don't have a clip.
Anyway,
Roll
You
the
have
clip.
a mic. That mic is huge, Tom. It covers half of your.
if what if I just moved and I had as big a beard? As you
It's
do?
insane. Like it's blocking Jason. Oh, dude, did you get your vinyl yet?
I didn't get mine. Did you get yours?
No, I had to.
Did you order it?
An hour ago, you had to pre-order it.
Oh, god damn it!
You had to buy it?
I know that seems
Whatever.
wrong, but I will.
I reserved 3.
Wow.
Oh, thanks for reserving one for me.
Can you explain what you're talking about, Tom?
Yeah, Mondo.
That Thing You Do, Mondo is releasing it's the first time that Thing You Do soundtrack is on vinyl, which is hard to believe.
Really?
It is really hard to believe, and I will say so. During COVID, during that first couple months of COVID, we did a watch party of That Thing You Do, and live, and we talked about the Mondo vinyl. Then,
right? They gave away a press.
We gave away
pressing. Yeah.
a pressing to someone,
Right,
and and now it's finally out. A couple years later.
You can watch that watch party. It's still up on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
Watch party. Are we going to put anything like this on that?
Yeah, we're gonna put this on the Wonders channel. Maybe I don't know. It's got a bunch
So
of
there's a
people that
Wonders
might-
channel where we
yeah.
did the watch party on
Yeah, we can
YouTube,
put this on there.
and we could put this episode on there because it's
Yeah.
relevant.
I'm in my office.
That's great.
That's where you do all your work.
And what did you do today so far? What have you been up to today?
I crushed some boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the office.
I talked to Wida,
Who's that?
chef, and we're doing a documentary. We're doing a show. Wida
Oh.
Michael. She's an amazing chef. She's a big rock star here in Kentucky, and Rick Gomez and we started this company called Macaroni Art. And now that we can't do any narrative stuff, we've approached her. She got a grant, this money,
Great.
this show, and so we're going to make 8 episodes of a show about Wida. Who
I
everybody
love
loves
it.
in Kentucky, and it's going to be like Kentucky and corn and bourbon and stories and memories and
That's awesome.
Sounds amazing.
it's going to be it's our version of a cooking show, which is going to be pretty cool.
Does it have a name? Is it called something yet?
You belong here.
You belong here.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see a clip of it right here.
Yeah, show a clip.
Go ahead. No. I'm being told hasn't been shot yet.
But here's my office.
I love The Office.
Isn't it great? That's Robin's side over there.
Yep.
Hmm.
Robin, your lovely
Yeah.
wife.
It's a little colorful.
Yeah.
My
It
side's
gets leatherier over on your side, and
Yeah.
my side's
And there's chewing tobacco stains on the wall.
Right.
I quit. dude.
Oh, congrats.
Didn't you know that?
I didn't.
Good for you.
Good for
You know
you.
what I do now.
What do you do?
What's this?
What is that?
Sunflower seed.
Hey, those are just as good. Look, listen, baseball players, you don't have to chew tobacco. You can chew a handful of these. I just made that up.
And so now I got that oral fixation. I buy these. They're like 2-pound bags, and they're they're roasted and unsalted.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the salt can be a bit much.
You just shrivel up and die.
Yeah.
When my kids were playing like softball and little league, I used to just buy those little pouches of like ranch flavored or barbecue flavored sunflowers. Oh,
Do you know that, like, at the gas station up here, you can go in there and they'll have 12, 14 different kinds of sunflower seeds. Not one of them is just
Unroasted.
salt.
None of them.
None of them. It's all like goulash flavor.
that's what I was gonna guess.
I was gonna go Google it.
Lasagna flavored.
Lasagna flavor.
Delicious.
And what is that? I was just in England. You can't get any potato chips there. You have to get something that's stupid.
Right.
Yeah. They have
Ketchup.
like dill pickle ketchup.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah. Pot roast. Yeah.
Toothpaste. Mint potato chips. That's actually sounds pretty good.
You know what? I grew up on Old Dutch. You ever hear that?
Those are delicious.
Never had Old Dutch.
They
I
are.
love Old Dutch. Yeah.
Good.
Old Dutch potato chips. Old Dutch potato chips. Crispy, crunchy, light and snacky. Old Dutch potato chips.
Nice.
I love it.
Beautiful.
You'll forget everything else and you'll still know that song when you're older.
It'll just be singing that and not doing anything else. Oh, Dutch potato chips.
If that's in your head, you want to get rid of it? You want to get rid of that song?
How do you do it?
By Menon.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I always think Green Acres is the pure one. You'll get that'll be stuck no matter what. If you sing Green Acres, forget it. It's all over.
The TV theme song?
The rest of the day you'll have it. Even just saying it, I guarantee you, 3 hours from now you'll be like, Acres is the place. Like you'll be like, why is it in there?
Wait, do you really know that song? I have no. I mean, I know the show, but I don't remember the theme
Green
song.
Acres.
Farm living is the life of me. Spreading out so far and wide. Don't give me some.
Yeah.
We made one up about Ed Gein. Ed Gein. Gein Acres is the place to be. Our furniture is fine. You'll see. Skin spreading out so far and wide. Don't give me that leather. Just give me some human hide.
They can have that if they want.
Gein? Bernie,
What was that?
do you know Ed Gein?
No, I do not.
Furniture.
Furniture?
Yeah,
No,
All right, he was a guy. He was a farmer in Wisconsin who dug up graves and ended up murdering somebody, a couple people. And when they found him, he had him hung in his barn like deer, and he made lampshades out of them, and he made.
I'm
and
surprised
he was the
I
guy who
don't know
made
him.
the suit. He made like a woman's suit.
Very Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
They based it off of Ed Gein.
I am surprised. I am surprised that I don't know him. I usually knew people like that. Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right. Here's a word from our sponsor.
Green.
Good babe.
Well, listen, man, we really enjoyed this. This is such a good chat with you. Obviously, we could do this for hours.
Yeah.
Nice to catch up.
It is really nice to catch up.
Yeah.
I wish we were in the same room. It'd be great. Way too long.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's all go somewhere.
I'll come out.
Yeah.
Come visit us in the garage.
Or we should all go somewhere.
We'll be here.
Oh, didn't we say we were going to go Newport Folk Festival next year? Maybe that's our.
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta do that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. I've never been. I want to go.
Me neither.
Oh, book it.
Never
Yeah,
went.
same.
So great.
All right, done.
Just like we did South by Southwest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Many years ago.
and Jazz Fest. Didn't we do?
Yeah, we did Jazz Fest in New Orleans with you.
Yeah, we did.
When you filmed Treme.
Yeah.
Right. We did Chaz Fest and
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
Jazz
saw.
Fest. Yeah.
Yeah, Jazz Fest. Oh, that was
Right.
awesome.
All right, more times ahead. See you, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. How do you turn this off?
That's it.
That's it. We're good.